Hi guys, my name is Andy Splichal. You might know me as the author of the Make Each Click Count book series, or the host of the Make Each Click Count podcast, or even as the founder of True Online Presence, or the founder of the Academy of Internet Marketing. But I'm here because I want to ask you a quick question. Have you ever seen a sudden drop in performance within your Google Ads account? Now this drop, it could be either a spike in how much you're spending or a drop in your conversion rate and your profitability. Trust me, if you have been running Google Ads long enough, you're bound to see this kind of drop. Well, I recently started a new private Facebook group, Make Each Click Count Facebook group, where we discuss different things that I'm teaching within my book, as well as on my podcast. And recently, a member of this Facebook group had a similar problem. He suddenly saw a dramatic drop in the profitability of his Google Shopping account. And given that this has happened to many of us marketers over the years, what I did is I took the thread and I made a short video for you so you can see how I had diagnosed the problem and then helped him solve his problem of the decrease of sales. I think you'll like it and I think it might help you. Let me know what you think. Okay, great. Well, this is the post that I received from the member of the Make Each Click Count Facebook group. You can see he's not a beginner. He's just having some issues with a sudden decrease in profitability. We've all been there, so let's see if we can figure it out. He's running the same ads for the same products, shopping ads that he ran a few months ago, but they are not performing nearly as well. So we got some details in here, but let's see what we can figure out. First, we need to figure out a couple things. For one thing, he said he's using negative keywords was all broad match modifier. Of course, negative keywords are not supported. Negative keywords for broad match modifier, so that's one issue. But then second, you're going to want to look at a few things. You're going to want to see if the search terms that are converting are still alive in your account. You want to make sure you didn't accidentally block those out with negatives. You want to see what devices were converting. Make sure those are still active and you didn't some reason decline your bids on mobile, for say, if that's what was converting. And third, you want to see about your bids and make sure that's all the same. So really you're just trying to figure out an overall reason for the decline in performance. Now he went and said that he wasn't aware of the negative keywords, that you can't use the broad match modifier, so he made those changes. You're going to want to use, typically for private clients, I'm using exact and phrase match. But he checked everything else, and everything else looked normal. So what he's thinking, and this happens a lot, so one of the gut reactions, something's not working, you got to change the offer. So he's saying, well, maybe I'm going to change the price of my items and see if it's going to convert better that way. Now, before you want to do that, and you might have to do that, but before you want to do that, you're going to want to make sure that you can identify the problem, because there's going to be an issue. If it was converting well and profitable 3 months ago, something has changed, so it's not now. And you're going to want to figure that out before you make a drastic change, like change the price, or the problem's still going to persist and you're just going to have a lower price. So that's what I'm saying right here. Let's take a look. Is your CTR higher or lower? Now, what we're really going to want to do is make sure to find out if the issue is consumer-based or advertiser-based. So consumer-based problems, they're going to make up for less searches. So if somebody has the same product and they're deeply discounting, that's going to be a consumer-based product. And the fix for that might be a change in your pricing, but those fixes are going to come outside of Google Shopping. The other problems are advertiser-based. So that's going to be a problem within our account. And we're going to have to see if we have that issue. So we've identified that the issue is CTR. They're not getting the same clicks. And so now we must determine the best course action. So I'm asking some follow-up questions. Has anything changed in the title or the price or the image, etc., that could cause a decrease in your click-through rates, or everything's still being approved? And he said everything's pretty much the same. They had some crawl issues, but mostly everything's good. So if there's a limited number of keywords, a great strategy to combat that is introduce positive keywords. A lot of people think that positive keywords is not available. You can't determine what keywords show for your Google Shopping ads, but that's not true. It just takes a little workaround by using your priority level for your campaigns. And I talk all about that in my chapter 24 of my new book, Make Each Click Count Using Google Shopping. And this will show him exactly how to do it. And so you could see his answer. He didn't realize that was available, and he went ahead and he bought the book, and he read it, and read all of chapter 24, and he went ahead and applied it to his campaign. So that is fantastic that this advertiser took immediate action. This is somebody who really wants to succeed with his marketing. He ordered the book, he read the chapter, and he can't see the time here, but the time was like 3 hours after what I told him to do. He had purchased the book, read the chapter, and implemented the strategy into his Google Ads, and he is all set. Now, it's going to take a couple weeks to see results, but he's going to be very happy. And we found a solution to his click-through rates, because now he can concentrate on the click-through rates for actual words that are going to be relevant to his products, and don't worry about the click-through rate for non-words. So that's it. Check out Make Each Click Count Using Google Shopping. That's where this strategy was located, and many other ones, as well as go to www.makeeachclickcount.com, and from there you can see how to join the private Facebook group. If you have any questions like this advertiser who was just stuck, feel free to ask him in there, and I will be happy to help you. All right, well, I hope if you're an e-commerce marketer that you paid attention to that video, and especially the questions I asked, because if you did, you should be able to quickly diagnose any drops in sales or any sudden spikes in advertising in your own Google advertising. Okay, here's the deal. If you thought this video was helpful, first, like the post. That'll help others find it. Also, let me know so I can make other videos like this. Second, go ahead and go to my new Facebook group, Make Each Click Count Facebook group. If you have any questions, I'd be happy to help you and interact with you there. And finally, if you have any more help that's needed, check out my brand new book, Make Each Click Count Using Google Shopping. You're sure to love it. And that is it. Talk to you in the next video. Happy marketing. This is Andy.